James Bayfield for Millionaire Success Strategy. James Bayfield for JamesBayfield.com. Who am I? Well, I'm the guy that wants to coach you. I'm the guy that wants to teach you the 10 secrets to financial success. This is what we're going to discuss today. I had a lot of obstacles in my life. I had a lot of challenges in my life. I did a lot of study. I have taken a lot of training. As a result, I mastered the key to success. I mastered the mindset to success, and I'd like to share it with you. I got 10 secrets that I'm getting ready to reveal with you in the next few minutes. What I'd like for you to do is grab a pen, grab a notebook, and write these down because they're extremely important. As I promised on the homepage, 10 secrets to financial success. I'm James Bayfield. I am a real estate developer, a real estate investor. I am a paralegal by training, education. I'm also a business owner. So I understand business. I understand customer service. I understand how to deliver a product. And I understand how to get people, get customers to exchange their dollars with you after you have delivered the service, the promise, whatever the promise may be. So if you have an interest in business, if you have an interest in becoming successful financially, I can help you achieve that. That's what I'm going to talk about today. The first step to achieve your financial success, which is number one, you might want to write it down, is to have a dream. You got to have a dream of something that you want. You have to have a dream of something, what this success means to you. What does it mean to you? What do you want? All right? What does success mean to you? All right? You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, it defeats the whole purpose. And you have to go to your dream room and your quiet space to identify what that dream is. What is that your heart calls for? What is that you desire? What's your big why? I call it a big why. What's your real reason for want to become successful? Because if you don't have a big why, if you don't have a big reason, if you don't have a big dream, you're going to lose focus. It's just going to be a temporary dream, and you're not going to achieve anything. You got to have a dream. You got to have it. So there has to be something in this world that you really want. It could be peace of mind. It could be good education. It could be a certain house, certain community you want to be in. But you have to identify the dream. So you have to write the dream down. You have to write that idea down. What is it for you? It could be, I just have a dream to visit a beautiful place. Well, if that's your dream, write it down. You have to write it down in a notebook. Matter of fact, if you have that notebook in front of you right now, just go ahead and write that dream down. What is that dream for you? My dream is totally different than your dream. Sometimes you have so much stuff going on in your head in your maze that you don't even know what the dream is. So you might have to spend an hour in the dream lab, 2 days in the dream lab, sometimes even a whole month in the dream lab, just to identify what is your dream. Because you're going to have multiple dreams. You might have dreams to have a big house. You might have dreams to have a business. You might have dreams to be in a relationship. You might have dreams to get married. Based on who you are, where you come from, your environment, your dream will be something significant to you. That's your dream. What's your big dream? And number two, you have to have a desire. Again, these correlate with the dream. What is your burning desire? What is that one thing that you cannot live without? What does your heart call for? Right? Your heart and your heart. What is that one thing you keep on thinking about it? You keep on wrestling with. Every time you move away from it, it's right there. Excuse me. Your heart. I mean, your desire. What is your desire? What do you want? It's very clear that you identify what you want, because until you desire what you want, until you create that burning desire, you're always gonna be in limbo. You're gonna easily distracted. You got to have a burning desire. When you have a burning desire, it goes with your why. You really focus. Matter of fact, when you have a burning desire to succeed, to win anything, you don't even have time to eat. You don't have time to sleep. You don't have time to waste. You truly focus. Some people go 2 to 3 days without sleep. You know why? Because they have a burning desire to succeed. They have an opportunity and they're taking advantage of it. Because once you have your dream, you have that burning desire, right? You don't sleep. People are like, this guy never sleep. It's the reason why you never sleep. Because your burning desire is so big in your heart that you just can't sleep. You can't eat because you have to accomplish that objective. That's what's inspired. You got that. And the third secret is called goals. You got to have goals. Goals are extremely important. Most importantly, you have to have written goals. You have to write your goals down. Again, once you decide your dream, once you determine your dream, once you write down your desires, now need to write down your goals. What are your goals in life? What are your educational goals in life? What is your financial goal in life? What is your other goals in life? What's your relationship goal? Everything is so many different categories. You have to sit down, write your goals down. What's your goal? What do you want to accomplish? Like one of the goals I had was to get into law school. So what I did, I followed that step, that process. Write your goals down, law school. I figure, you know what? I'm going to go to paralegal training first so I can have some background information about the law, right? Then, I'm going to take my LSAT. But before I take my LSAT, I'm going to take a workshop class, right, which will prepare me for my LSAT. Then I'm going to sit down, I'm going to take my LSAT exam. Then I'm going to go to the law school forum where all the law schools attend at a fancy hotel like the Hiltons, right? And I will sign up for law classes, for programs, right? You determine, well, you know what, I'm going to like New York Law School, NYU Law School, Columbia Law School, this law school. Then you get to pick. See, everything go into a step process, but they all start with a goal. Is the goal is to become a lawyer, and that's the path you follow. Every goal has a path. So we're talking about financial success, right? You got to make a goal to accomplish financial success. What is that going to be? It could be if you can become a lawyer, you can work for a top firm, you can make six-figure income. That might be what you want. I don't know. You know because you have written down, you have done the research based what you want your lifestyle to be about, right? Me, I just wanted to do it for knowledge, information based. I don't want to become a lawyer, but I need that information because as an entrepreneur, which I am, I need to understand legal information. I need to understand how to impact my business, how to impact my life, and how to deal with everyday challenges. Make sense? So that's my motivation. That's my why. That's why I stay in the classroom when everybody go to sleep. Then again, I'm paying for it out of my pocket, and it's not cheap. So we're talking $60,000. But thank God, I had a previous profession that allowed me to skill set that allowed me to generate a large amount of income to pay for that. But you have that as well. Number 4, identity. Write it down. A lot of people I deal with on a regular basis don't have an identity issue. Who are you? Who are you, man? Who are you? If you don't know who you are, then you're always going to be in limbo. Identity is so important. You need to know who you are. Like me, I'm King Zappa. Zappa, the ruler of the Munda. That's something I made up. I was talking to my cousin, and I felt like, you know what? I feel like I want to be like, I was watching an African movie, and I got inspired. I said, you know, I want to be King Zappa. Zappa, the ruler of the Munda. That means I'm the ruler of my world. Who are you? All right? Who are you? It's extremely important to have an identity. All right? It's extremely important to know who you are. So are you? Are you queen? Like whatever you want to call it yourself? Are you the man? Are you the woman? All right? Who are you? All right? What's your attitude like? What pisses you off? What doesn't piss you off? What motivates you or doesn't motivate you? Who you are, your identity. Your identity is extremely important. Extremely important. Extremely important. Then number 5, is I call it emotional intelligence. See, a lot of people are always trying to think things offends me. A lot of things are offend me. If you see, I'm always getting attacked left and right. People, because someone somehow either I said something that offended them, they didn't like the way I said it, so they respond in an aggressive way to where they attempt to either embarrass me or offend me. But here's the thing: because I have strong emotional intelligence, none of that stuff have any effect on me. See, the way the world works is this: your friends are your friends. Those who matter don't care. Those who care don't matter. These are things you gotta remember. All right, and in life, as business, if you're going to achieve financial success, this is something you really have to master. You really have to master it, all right? Because you have to understand this. Those who matters don't care. And those who care don't matter. You understand? So it's called gossip. So when you go on the internet, you do a search for a person's name, something negative come up for whatever reason, trust me, that person doesn't matter. That person is what I call a suspect. There was never a prospect. There was never a customer. There wasn't anything. But they just wanted to belong. There's a lot of these people around. Unfortunately, they're in the left of you, they're in the right of you, they're in front of you, in the back of you. You have to have a clear identity who you are so these things doesn't affect you. Otherwise, you're going to get crippled. Otherwise, you're always going to get criticized. So expect to be criticized. That's why you keep a notebook to write things down, to always constantly stay in the lab, what I call the lab, mental lab, so you're constantly learning, evolve yourself to make yourself a better person. So you got to have emotional intelligence, meaning you got to be strong, all right? You got to have what we call thick skin. You got to know who you are. So when someone say, "Oh, this guy's a scam artist," say, "Yes, what she or she feel about herself. She's not talking about me because I said something else about me. I'm a success story. I am a businessman. I will not be injured by a third party." See, that's the attitude you got to have. Otherwise, things gonna injure you. People are gonna injure you, and they're gonna say things about you, and it's just the way it is. If you're in a public life, expect that. If you're in the business world, expect that. Expect it. If you're in any environment, expect people to say negative things about you. But that's their opinion. Their opinion about you doesn't matter. The only opinion about you that matters is what you said about you. But if you don't take time to identify your strength and your weakness, who you are, then you're going to get swayed left and right. So you got to have emotional intelligence. The way you manage emotional intelligence is three things that I use to do that. It's a sequence. You will write this down because this is very important. First, you have to understand your operating mode. What's your operating mode? You call that spirit, soul, and body. See, if you get those three things out of sequence, you will have issue in your life. So you always want to operate in your spirit. You need to understand you're a spirit being, right? You want to operate in your spirit level, right? Your soul is your heart. Your soul is what people attack, your hearts. You be like, they figure like if they can make you feel bad, right, then they could sway you to make any decision you want. But then, again, your body just go with your feelings. If you're feeling hungry, you eat. If you're feeling tired, you sleep. You're feeling whatever you're feeling. So if you stay in the spirit space constantly, which means in a positive space, you use like music to activate your spirit. You use positive people to activate your spirit. Then you're not gonna have a lot of dramas. So that means if you currently live in a community right now that's currently negative, you need to seriously consider moving out that community. All right, you need to seriously consider moving away from that negative situation. Because why? Because it affects your soul. It make you feel sad, make you feel depressed, make you feel unwanted, make you feel bothered, and that costs you money. So all these things tie up to your financial success. Because when you feel good, you do good, you get good. So but you got to activate your spirit. So spirit, soul, and body. So if you operate in those sequence, nobody will ever injure you. You can have strong emotional intelligence because you're also going to recognize when you're not in the presence of the right person. Because if you're not in the presence of the right person, you're always going to have these challenges. Of course, you're always going to have these challenges. You have to operate in the right space. It's extremely important that you operate in the right space. All right. Number 6, is planning. You got to plan things out. The key to success is planning. I said it. The key to success is planning. You got to plan things out. If you don't plan things out, you can forget it. Write things down. Like right now, I'm getting ready to build a home in a neighborhood called Roslyn, New York. Pretty affluent neighborhood, right? Homes in that neighborhood goes for $1.9 million, $1.5, $2 million, from $1 million to $2 million. That's what the price of the home goes for. But I'm not paying that for my home. Because why? Because I build it from scratch. because I'm a builder, I'm a developer, I can build my home. Uh, the public, who doesn't do much research, they're going to pay $2 million. So a builder is making anywhere from 600,000 to $1 million profit in that community. That's why they're in that neighborhood, right? Why everybody's not saying house is not selling, but house is selling in that community. Why is that? Because you're in a marketplace where individuals and people are spending money. They have money to spend because their mindset, their philosophy is totally different. All right, totally different. All right, totally different. So planning is the key. What I did, identifying properties in that community that was cheap. Right, identifying property in that community that needed a lot of work. Identifying lots in that community that was big. Then from that point, what I did, seeking an architect to give me new plans. I started writing what I want, what I didn't want, feature I liked, feature I didn't like, and I started analyzing what would my tax increase be for that new development, new building I put up. Then ask myself, is that going to make sense to me financially? Ask myself, is that what I really want? So it's extremely important. It's extremely important that you plan everything you out. You think about buying a business, the first thing you do, plan it out. Plan the research. You go out, see the business during the day. Go out, see the business during midday. Go out, see the business during the evening hours. All right? It's extremely important that you do your research. You got to get a feel of that. It's called planning, research. All right? So we're going to go to step number 7, focus. You got to focus. Now, once you have all these things down, you got to focus. You got to focus on the task at hand. You can't let yourself get distracted by noise. If a car driving by, you don't go look at the car. The car has nothing to do with you because you got a subject in front of you, an idea in front of you for you to work on. Focus on that. See, focus is important. You got to focus. If you're not going to focus, you're not going to achieve anything. Once you go through this routine, you go through identity process, you go through the step-by-step process, you got to focus. So you can put your work down. So you could identify who you're going to need to help you achieve your financial goals. Because you can't do it yourself. You need people. You need, like in my world, I need an architect, I need a surveyor, I need asbestos, I need a builder, I need framers, I need sheetrock drywall people, I need concrete people, I need excavation, I need foundation. I have a list of 20 to 30 people that I need for my team to work, for my development business to work. Same thing with my foreclosure business. Same thing. I need processors. I need marketing people. I need sales people. I need customer service people. These are all the things that require focus. You got to focus. You got to focus on the things that happen. You can't be distracted looking at left, looking at right. What is wrong with you? Stay focused. If you stay focused, you will achieve anything in life that you want. You can't let people distract you with their words, with their thoughts, with the things they say, because with their flashy outfit, flashy lifestyle, you cannot allow these things to happen. But when that happens, then you lose. You guarantee to lose. You're not going to be a winner. You're going to be a loser because you lost your focus. So don't lose your focus. Write things down and stick to your plan. When it looks like it's not working, stick to your plan anyway. Because you researched it already, right? You're going to go focus. You might have to slight change, but you stay focused. You stay focused. Stay focused. All right, number 8, you got to have heart. Yep. You got to have heart. You got to have heart. You have to have a mindset that I'm not going to quit, regardless what's going on. I'm not going to quit. You got to have heart. You got to have courage. You got to say, this guy not going to outwork me. You got to say, this thing's not going to beat me. You got to have heart. Every day you got to show up. You got to show up, but don't show up if you ain't got no plan. Don't show up if you ain't got no focus. The fuck if you ain't planned it out, it's not going to work. So you got to have heart. You got to have heart. You have to have focus. Because if you don't have heart, you're not going to have determination. Because these are the key to people that achieve anything. because people are going to tell you no. You're going to get like 1,500 no's for something you really want to do. Like the story of Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Sanders, he got no's so many times, he could have quitting. And he was late in he started when he was in his 50s. But guess what? He had an idea. He planned it out. He researched it out. He knew he had a good product. He stayed focused. He had determination. He had hearts. You got to have heart. Because if you don't have heart, you're going to quit. When it get hard, people quit. You can't quit. These are the times you got to go overdrive. These are the times you got to drink the cup of coffee. These are the times you got to go outside and get some fresh air and come back and give it 2 more hours. But I'm telling you, after all the pains, only one thing you can see. Only thing everything can remember is the success. Because once you put all this work in, all right, you have to win because you have heart. Like I said, folks, whatever your desire is, you got to have heart. If you're a quitter, you're a crybaby, don't even start because you're not going to succeed because it's going to get challenged. You're going to get questioned by authorities. You're going to get questioned by your friends. You're going to get questioned by a customer. So condition your heart right now to deal with this stuff. Condition your space to deal with the stress. You're going to have stress. You're going to have days where you got more bills than you have money. You're going to have days where you have your children's acting up. You're going to have days where you have, all kind of things happen to you. You're going to have days you probably get pulled over by a police officer who having a bad day, feel like pulling you over. But if you have emotional intelligence, you will remain cool. Yes, officer. You will give that man that respect he's entitled to because he's an authority. So you got to be determined. You got to have heart. You got to have heart. You got to have heart. You got to have courage. You got to be able to drive when you have nothing left. You got to be able to drive when you have no gas left. You got to show up. That's why you got to be able to tag people in. You got to identify people that could help you out, people that give you, that refuel you. Some people, when they come around you, they just drain you. You need to identify those and cut them off. You got some people that come around you, when they come around you, they just lift you up. You need those people. You need to make that phone call. It could be a pastor. It could be a friend. It could be a child. It could be whatever it may be. But that person, you need that. You need that situation in your life. Number 9, you got to take action. You got all these plans down. You got to take action. You've done all this research. You got to take action. Now it's like, how you going to finance this thing, Big? How you going to finance this thing? Well, what do I need to do? I might want to finance it all cash. I might want to use hard money. I might want to refinance it. What is my strategy? You need to come with a strategy how you're going to do whatever you're going to do. Like in your life, once you identify what that you want to do, you need to ask yourself, well, how do I get started? And what do I do next? I don't know what your strategy is. I don't know what your idea is. But whatever it is, it's the same principle. Same principle. Right? You got to take action. Every day, you got to take massive action. You got to take action, 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 action. All right? Massive action. Just take the action. Just do something. Get up and do something. Get up and pray and ask God for strength to do more stuff. Just do it. You haven't planned, just take the appropriate step. Make the phone call. Like what I determined, the key, another real key to success is that focus on who really pays you. Do I write you a check directly or indirectly? If the person doesn't write you a check directly, indirectly, then stop wasting your time with that person. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. That's why you broke. That's why you're not going to have any financial success. Because you waste your time with the wrong people, wrong organization. If you do that, my friend, if you waste your time, my friend, with the wrong organization, the wrong people, at the wrong time, you guarantee financial failure. I don't care what it is. So if you want to have a job making 6-figure income, why are you applying for a job only paying $40,000 a year? They're not going to give you 6 figures. They're not. Stop asking. It's not going to happen for you. You need to be applying for a job making $100,000 a year. You need to position yourself with the right skills, the right education to qualify for that job. That's how you get that job. Same thing. If you want to make $1 million a year, you need to be doing activity that's going to net you $100,000 per transaction. So what do you mean? Well, that means you got to be in the lab. Go in the lab. Go into your mental lab, go to networking function, find out what people are doing that's generating $1 million a year. What activity are they involving themselves in? Are they picking up the phone, making a call on the companies, and ask particular person that's in charge? Every corporation has a person with a budget. You need to identify that person. You need to identify that person, right? You need to identify that person and have a relationship with that person. Hi, I'm James Bayfield for such and such. This is what service I can provide for you. I'd like to help you. And kiss up to that person. Because that person has the ability to write you a check for $100,000. Where, I'm not going to kiss up, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? It's not called kiss up. It's just what you do. I got a lady that cleans my house. She's not kissing up to me. That's her job. And I give her a check. That's the way it works. I pay you, you work. You pay me, I work. Just that simple. Like, well, why am I doing this video? Am I giving 10 secrets to financial success? What's the benefit for me? I'm doing it so you can pay me. Either directly, indirectly. I don't know how. But then again, it's also my passion to share information with you. It's my passion to see you live a condition of your life that you would desire. In return, if you're a good person of character that I know you are, you're going to bless my life, whatever I ask you for. I say, you know what? Give me $10,000. Because that information is worth more than $10,000 because now you know the secret to success. Now you know how to position your mind, how to condition your mind, how you should be thinking to get what you want. You see, you don't want what I want. I build homes. I'm in the mud. I'm dealing with contractors. I'm dealing with a blue-collar environment every day. I must learn to respect that person every day. Because that person makes me the person I am. You know what I'm saying? So the person that's going to make you wealthy sometimes doesn't come in a three-piece suit. Doesn't come with a necktie. The person that gave you peace at your house, that maid, that nanny, that gave you that time to go places when your kid's not around, you got to respect that person. So respect everybody. People benefit you directly, indirectly. Right? This is about 10 secrets to financial success. Focus on activity that gives you money today, but define the amount of money you need based on your goals. If your goal is to make six figures, you need 10 people, that give you $10,000. Make the call. Identify them. What activity must you do? Well, I'm going to be a loan originator. Well, deal with people that needs loan, that qualify for loan. Stop dealing in the markets that don't qualify for financing. They got bad credit. They miss payments. Why do you think they have bad credit? Why do you think they miss payments? You think they had the money, they had it in their socks? No, because they don't have the job income. So go to a market that have that income that also need your service. You understand? So market to them. So why it take you a little longer to get them to respond? But market to them. When you get one, you know that person is qualified. And you build that relationship with them. Go to a neighborhood like Horizon, like a Rockville Center. They all got good. They all credit scored in 700. Why is that? Because the economics is different than a guy from Jamaica, Queens. A guy from Jamaica, Queens, he spent his whole life stuck in a mentality going like this. He never got the good job. He never had enough money, and he's solo. Let's go to Rockville Center. You got a wife. You got a husband. And they got professional jobs. They got professional careers. So how come their credit not good? Credit always going to be good. Because you know why? Because you got an income about $160,000 coming in the household. So they could pay their bills. Yeah, they might. So every now and then you're going to find 5 to 10% of them that have disciplinary issues. But for the good 80% of the people, they have excellent credit. Why is that? Because they chose to put themselves in an environment that support that. Either they know it or they don't know it. But that's what's happened in push. Because everybody kind of have the same psychological makeup. They all got good jobs. They're school teachers, school principals, director of this, director of that. And they got high income. So they could pay their bill. They could pay their bill when it comes. Also, during the recession, we also see what happened to these people as well. They panic a lot. They have no emotional intelligence. They panic a lot. Oh, oh. So you don't want to be. You want to be a solid person. I don't believe in the word millionaire. You know why? Millionaire is a relative term because you could buy a house in a certain market, a big house, 5,000 square foot home, maybe like $300,000. Trying to buy the same thing here in New York or some part of LA, we're talking $5 billion. So it's relatives. So the idea is to adjust yourself to the where you live. If you're living in a market where it's what it is, you adjust yourself to what it is. Don't stress yourself out. Adjust yourself. Don't call yourself a millionaire. Because millionaires don't call themselves millionaires. Like when I go to a neighborhood that have high-end houses, nobody knows the neighborhood call themselves millionaires. They don't. They just, if they want something, they get something. They want a gardener, they call a gardener. They want a pool clean, they call a pool guy. They want a new pool, they call somebody to dig it out. They want the house clean, they call the maid service. They want somebody to watch their kid, they call a nanny. That does not make you a millionaire. It's a state of mind. Whatever service you need, they want to get lazy in their face. Whatever it is, they're going to get that done. All right? So, step 10, last but not least, 10 secret to financial success. Now you got to realize the dream. You put all your goals together, right? You create your dream. You did your desire. You wrote down your goals. You focus on your identity. You master your emotional intelligence. You did your planning, right? You showed determination. You got hearts. You take action. Now realize the dream. Live in it. Live. Live in it. Enjoy it. All right? Because it's yours. You did the work. My name is James Bayfield. I've been in the information marketing business for the last 13 years. My passion is to share with you ways, strategies to improve your life. Right? I'm a real estate developer. I'm a foreclosure specialist. I'm a short sale negotiator. I'm a paralegal, law student, all this stuff. But the most important thing is to generate a lot of money. That's it. To focus my mind to deal with people that have the money that I need for my lifestyle. So everything else I just named, the labels, they're just labels. They're just things that please society. I don't consider myself a real estate developer at all. I'm just a guy that knows how to build a house. I don't consider myself a paralegal at all. I'm just a guy that understands how to read the law books. Because it's just a label. This is a label. A paralegal makes 40 grand a year, 60 grand a year. If he's real good, he might make 80. I don't want to make 80 grand a year, so I want to be a paralegal for it. That's not what I do. But I don't want to be in the dark. Okay, real estate developer, they make about $1 million a year in this marketplace. I kind of like that, but I don't want a job. You know, what else? Credit repair stuff. All right, you know what I mean? So it's very, very important. It's very important that you live your life according to your lifestyle. Stop labeling things. Do your thing. Live your life according to the way you see it fit. What kind of home you want? How big you want your bedrooms? How big you want your bedroom? How many bathrooms do you want in your home? How many cars do you want to be a part in your home? What kind of car do you want to drive? Where do you want to travel to? Do you want help with your kids? Do you want someone to help you clean your house every day? What kind of business you want? What kind of customer you want to deal with? That's what life is about. Live life on your terms. That's what it is. That's what it is. Do you. Live life in your terms. That don't make you a millionaire. If it add up for, your net worth is $10 million, ignore that stuff. Focus on what you need to do to get to where you need to be at. All right? Don't get caught up in the label. The label is just a distraction. All right? Because otherwise, once you achieve the millionaire status, you'll get lazy. You'll become very unhappy. Then you won't have no peace in your life. Just do what you enjoy doing and focus who got the kind of money you need to live your lifestyle and do it that way. And I guarantee you'll be happy. You'll be chilling. You'll be who the person you want to be. You want to be a brown nose. You want to be a highbrows, whatever the word you want to call it. If you're that person in your heart, you're a high-class person, you can be that person. If you're a person that's just cool, you can be that person. Bottom line, I love you. And I care for you. And I know you can achieve your objectives. This is James Bayfield for JamesBayfield.com. I'll talk to you soon.